Hello there. Yes, I'm Akaza, the project maestro. Yes, renovation, remodeling, repairs. These terms are often used interchangeably by both laymen and professionals in the construction industry. But do they really mean the same thing? No, not exactly. They mean different things. And so in this video, I want to clear the air on their exact meanings. And I believe this will help you understand what they entail. You as a business owner or property owner, it will help you understand the terms better, and it will also help you to decide which of them you would like to undertake what on your forthcoming project. So, are you ready to join me? Let's dive in. Yeah. So, what is a renovation? A renovation involves activities carried out in restoring a building to what an improved or better appearance and working what condition. That is what a renovation is all about. Without changing what the form or structure of the building. That's very important. Activities carried out to what improve the appearance and the working conditions what of a building without what changing the form and structure what of that building. That is very important. Now, the scope of works involved in a renovation, innovation could include what replacement and upgrading of what components, various components of the building, such as tiling, removing the tiling, changing them to more contemporary or modern tiles, changing the windows, changing them to more modern contemporary windows, changing the doors, changing the ceiling, repainting the building, changing the sanitary fittings, that the WC, the water closet, the wash and basin, changing electrical fittings to more contemporary or modern ones, etc. Those are what that's what renovations what entail. So usually renovations are carried out usually to increase the value of a property, increase the value what of a property. Um, this picture you can see, which I believe you've seen in the video now. This was a renovation we carried out on a property about a year or there about a year plus ago. Yes, this project uh, we changed the windows. It was a complete innovation. We changed the tiling. We changed the ceiling. The ceiling was this asbestos fiber cement, the old kind of ceiling. We changed it to gypsum board ceiling. The windows were sliding windows. We changed them to casement windows, which you can see in the image. The doors were the old flush wooden flush doors, the old wooden doors. We changed them to what? To this new HDF, fine HDF doors, which are contemporary right now. We changed the sanitary fittings. We changed the lighting. I mean, we changed the lights. We changed the electrical sockets and switches. We even, we even provided air conditioners. Also, we also outside we changed the externally. We painted it externally. We added as you can see in the video, we added these window hoods. Those window hoods, you can see those white window hoods, they were not there before. We changed the tank gantry. Tank gantry was an old kind of tank gantry. We changed it to, we upgraded it. We did quite a lot. So this is what a renovation what entails. This is what a renovation what entails. I think I'll put up the old picture and the new, so you can see what the old was and what the new and what the new has become. So that's what a renovation is all about. That's what a renovation is all about. So now let's go to remodeling. So what's a remodeling? Remodeling involves activities carried out in a building to significantly change the structure, form, and sometimes even the purpose of what that building or a space. The scope of works involved in remodeling what they could include increase or reduction of what internal spaces. They could include within the building. They could include changing a space from one form to the other. They could include changing the building size, the length, the width, and the height. They could involve what removing what existing walls and adding new walls. For example, two rooms might be the owner might say, look, these two rooms, I don't want to use them as rooms anymore. I want to change it. I want them to be collapsed. So maybe the walls separating those rooms will be broken up. I mean, will be broken down, and then to have a bigger space for some other use. Sometimes where there are doors, The owner might say, I don't want the door here, I want it to be closed up, or this place there ought to be a door here, create a door. So of course, where the doors need to be closed up, the doors will be removed, and what a block will be filled up, will be used to fill up what the space where the doors occupied. Then where they are, where the client wants what, where the owner wants new doors, or a door opening, the walls will be broken up, and what doors will be what included in there. Yeah. So remodeling is a high, is on a higher scale than what renovations. Usually remodeling usually costs more to execute than renovations or repairs. Yes, yes, they cost more, and also they also require what detailed drawings from what your architect and sometimes structural engineer. Why? Because you are changing the form, you are changing the shape, you are changing the design of what the building. So sometimes, most of the time when you are doing remodeling, you need what, you need designs from your architect and what, and your sometimes your structural engineer. You need designs from your structural engineer if some of the things that are going to be changed in the building, they involve structural elements of the building. Of course, the engineer will need to what, be involved to do that, and to provide a design on how that will take place. Also, because you are changing the form and the shape of the building in some form, the remodelings require what, planning approval from the government, from the regulatory authorities. Yes, usually remodelings require what, government approval. And why is that? Because that property you want to remodel, when it was built, you submitted, or the owner, or the building owner submitted drawings to the planning authorities, the government authorities, and approval was given for that design. And now you want to change the design, you want to change the design from what it was, the approval that has been given to you before, to a new design, you need what, planning approval. So remodelings usually require what, planning approval, because what, the building is being changed in one way or the other. So that's that for remodeling. In the picture you see on the screen, I hope you can see it well. This was a project that we did some years back. Um, the project was in somewhere in Victoria Land, Lagos. Now the project involved the owner of the building wanted to remodel. Have he wanted to change the purpose. Like I said, remodeling sometimes involves change of the purpose of the building. A bank leased the building, was using that place, but at the time the owner of the building wanted to use the building for some other purpose. So he let go of the bank left, and so we came in. I was the quantity surveyor on the project. We came in to remodel the building. The building was expanded to some extent, especially towards the back. The building was expanded, the size was increased. Now the design for this remodeling was, the front part was redesigned into a commercial space. In real estate, they call it lettable space. So maybe a restaurant, an eatery, or a corporate organization, or whatever would require what, such a space. So the front part was made what, as a lettable space, while the back was converted into a clinic. Incidentally, the owner of the clinic is, I mean, sorry, the owner of the building is a doctor. So he wanted to use the back portion of the building as his clinic. So you can see that is how, the building was remodeled from just a bank branch to what, a commercial space, and then a clinic at what, at the back. Yeah. So that's what remodeling what is all about. So this other picture you see here, this is Optimus Bank. It's a new one of new banks. We did it a few years ago. I was the quantity surveyor, and the architect. It was a design and build project. The architect was the contractor. So the architect who designed it was also the contractor. So this was also, if you can see from the pictures, you can see you can see the old, how the front of the building was, and the new. You can see, so it was remodeled. It was also a major remodeling. That's the headquarters of Optimus Bank in Victoria and Lagos. So I was also involved what in that project. So those are examples of what remodeling projects. So now, what are repairs? Repairs involve activities carried out to restore a building component that has been damaged, is faulty, or stopped working, to restore it back to normalcy. For example, broken pipe work in your building, a faulty cooker hood, you know, maybe burnt electrical fittings, leaking roof, failed flushing system in your water closet, you know, decayed timber doors, broken tiles. You know, these things sometimes they just go bad, and so you call in somebody, you come in a plumber, a carpenter, an electrician to what, to come and what, carry out what, these repairs. So usually repairs generally require the least expenditure, because you know the components that require the repair, they don't all go bad at once, unlike innovations and remodelings where you are doing quite a lot. You are doing quite a lot at the same time. So repairs are usually lightweight. They usually require very little work. Now, this picture you see is where we came to do some repairs on a leaking roof. The roof was leaking because there were some solar panels on the roof there before. So those solar panels caused some leaking, and then we had to shift the solar panels and then do some repairs on the roof. So that is an example of what repair. So now that you understand the different terms, which of them should you be undertaking on your property? Now, this decision will depend on the following factors. Number one, the current state of your property, you know, and the changes required. What's the current state of your property? You know, what's that? The current state of your property will determine whether you're going to do innovation, whether you're going to do repairs or just remodeling. That's number one, the current state of your property. The second one is your objectives or goals for the property in the near or distant future. You know, where do you, maybe you have a residential, a block of flats residential. Maybe you want to command, you feel that in the next 1 or 2 years you want to command a higher rent. Of course, you will need to do a renovation or maybe a remodeling so that you can what, command what, a higher rent. If you just do repairs, you might not be able to command what, a higher rent. So that's what is also a factor what to consider. The third factor is your budget. Of course, like I said, repairs are the cheapest, remodelings are the most expensive. So your budget will determine what you will want to. I mean, your budget will determine which of them what you want to go for. So carefully consider these factors and what make your decision. Now, let me ask: do you think you may need professional help in undertaking these innovations, remodelings, or repairs in now or in the nearest future? Well, I've been involved in at least 54 innovation projects, innovation, remodeling, or repair projects, over a period of 19 years. So I have quite a bit of experience what in this kind of project. So if you plan to undertake your project soon, feel free to book a free discovery call with me, and we'll see how we can move your project forward and see it to a successful completion. So, till my next video, I wish you success in your projects. Stay blessed.